Hey there, y'all. This is Jack, and today we're discussing the One Piece live action season 1 spoiler free review. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I will not be comparing this to the anime whatsoever. Because I do believe that the live action should be able to stand on its own. If it does stand on its own, which I'll let you guys know if it does at the end of this review, it should stand on its own. It shouldn't rely on a third party media, as you know, it's a new medium, live action, and how well does it hold up? Well, I'll get to you guys that in a second. But before we go into that, I just want to say, if you like content like this, like One Piece, My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Record Ragnarok, Bleach, and sometimes Demon Slayer and Naruto, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if not, you're here to check it out, it's not your thing, well, hopefully I'm able to entertain y'all, alright? So anyway, let's get into the review, shall we? Alright, so like I said, I will not be going into any spoilers or any anime comparisons, because it should be able to stand on its own. So anyway, let's go over some things, I guess some things that don't go against that aren't part of the story, but yes, such things as casting, which actually pretty good casting. I'm not gonna lie. The one I do remember watching the trailer for the first time. I don't know what the consensus was about it, but when I saw the live action trailer, I was like, okay, all right. And if you guys my subscribers, if you watch my channel for a while now, you kind of know how I feel about One Piece. I'm kind of on the not always on the popular side of the One Piece opinions, because honestly, yeah, some One Piece, yeah, it doesn't get as criticized as much as I believe it should. But overall, when I saw the live action trailer, I was like, okay, not bad. Even when I saw Buggy, I was like, okay, not bad. I mean, I didn't like the whole smear, like the Joker thing. I did not like that. Though, of course, this is again, no spoilers, but the characters do act similar to their anime and manga counterparts, but they're not the exact same. I'm gonna just say that. Again, not that much spoilers. I won't be going deep into that. But yeah, the casting for the most part has been pretty good. The only one that like everything, like the costumes and everything for the characters look good. It did not look like it didn't really look goofy to me whatsoever. Like it was like, okay, that's pretty neat. It's cool that they got it. The only one I'll admit at first that got me for a bit was Arlong, but it took me like an episode or two to where I was like, okay, I dig it. I dig the look. So like Arlong was the only one that really was like making me think, I don't know about that, but it grew on me. I'll admit it grew on me. And again, the acting, actually superb across the board. I cannot think of a weak actor. And actually the one that I personally like the most is it's actually either between Luffy, Nami, and Kobe. I actually liked all three actors a lot. But if I was actually told, all right, Jack, you got to pick one, it's gonna go be the header, Luffy. I am so sorry, I don't remember the actor's name, but yeah, I think he did the best job. He did pretty well for what he had. Doing Luffy again. This is not the same character as Luffy. It's similar, but not exactly the same. But overall, that casting pretty good. The acting really good, and the effects mostly good. The only thing that wasn't obviously the stretching. The stretching, it just does not look good. I don't know why stretching just doesn't look good in live action. It just doesn't. And I know some people say Alaska Girl, but I mean that is an animated movie, and the stretching looks good in there. But if you transfer that to live action, it just ain't gonna look good, which is unfortunate. I really wish somehow they were able to make it look good, but it just does. It just looks really CGI. But overall, everything else looks pretty actually solid. I'm not gonna lie. Even the sets look really good, but sometimes the background, like in the distant background, I guess the backdrop of the scenery. Sometimes it looks really good. Sometimes it looks really fake. I don't know why. It just like sometimes it looks really cheap, but everything else like around them looks like good and expensive. And I did see that they used some miniatures, which I actually had no idea they did that. Very neat. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really good. You could tell what miniatures they are when you have knowledge of some of the stuff's miniatures, and then you see the panning shots. And you're like, oh, okay, I see it. Good stuff there. But I want to say the soundtrack. I'll admit I remember nothing of the soundtrack, the original soundtrack from the series. nothing comes to my mind. I watched the series twice, and nothing, unfortunately, which is unfortunate because overall everything else was actually pretty good. All right. Now, overall, the story, honestly, I liked it. I actually liked the story here. It was a pleasant surprise to me. Of course, this has some problems that, which is very unfortunate with some really bad contrivances and coincidences and plot armor. It's yeah, not that great here. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I'm not gonna. Well, how do I do this? I don't want to spoil anything, but okay, I won't spoil it. I really wish I could go into it more, but I can't. I don't want to spoil it, but I just want to say that yeah, there are some times when Luffy and Zoro and Nami are fighting the Marines against Axe-Hand Morgan. That's a bit of a spoiler. I kind of messed up there, but I'm sorry about that. But yeah, all three are there and they're fighting against the Marines, and Nami being able to take out trained Marines when like if you asked me if she could take out like rabble like random pirates, I could believe that. But against well trained Marines, I'm like, nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. She's easily dealing with them so easily, like, casually, which is very ridiculous. Like, I could believe Luffy standing a chance against them, and Zoro obviously doing really good against them, which I at that one I believe 100%. Also, when they're fighting them, they don't pull any guns out. Oh, granted, it wouldn't work on Luffy, but on Zoro and Nami, yeah, I think, yeah. Again, a plot armor galore. Again, and then some contrivances of how characters meet. It's like, come on, like really? But ignoring, well, I don't say ignoring that, but besides that, the character arcs that they actually do is actually really, really good. Especially with Luffy, Zoro, and Nami is just fantastic. Of course, we all know, similar to the anime. Again, I don't want to go into spoiler, but I'm gonna bring up the anime because that's obviously in the series. That when the actress of Nami, because we see that one part where Nami does the signature thing, where she, when Arlong betrays her, she just gets a knife and starts just cutting at her arm, stabbing the Arlong tattoo, and that actress does really, really good job. Like, she legit does, especially the part where she asks Luffy for help. Really good stuff there, and also when Nami betrays them and leaves, and then Luffy's like, yeah, there has to be something else to this. It can't just be she was using this entire time. There's clearly something else going on, and I really want to know what it is. I guess showing Luffy has initiative, that he really wants to figure out what's really going on with her. And I don't remember how this really played out in the anime, so again, I can't really compare it. I got the manga. I got to reread it. I've been holding off so I could do this review, so I'm gonna go reread that after I finish up with this review. But yeah, I don't remember what happened there, but there's a part where obviously Nami leaves to go back to her village, with the Arlongs and all that, Arlong pirates. And I don't remember what Luffy does, but in the live action, I think they do it pretty well. Where when Luffy goes, when Nami goes, Luffy's like, yeah, there has to be something else to it. We can't just go to the Grand Line now. We have to go get our other mate, Luffy. Nami, I'm so sorry. So yeah, really good stuff there. And then with Zoro, again, Zoro, similar but a bit different when he gets to know Luffy. Luffy really grows on him, and he wants to help him, protect him, and yeah, because Luffy in here, he's a breath of fresh air when it comes to recent media, where Luffy's like a very positive, joyful guy. But when it comes to no more nonsense, Luffy will get serious and just take you out. Good stuff there. I really, really like that. All right. And then, okay. All right. Okay. Poor Usopp. Usopp, he's actually okay. He's actually not that bad in here. I actually do like him. I like he's playing like they really did a good job with the what was the boy who cried wolf, essentially, except the boy that cried pirate, essentially. Really, I thought they did that pretty well in here. And everyone knows, oh, there goes Usopp, crying about freaking pirates are coming. And obviously when it happens, no one believes him, which is obviously, you can't blame any of them. Usopp's just that guy, that just lies about it. And, excuse me. I do like that when he says pirates are coming, it's not really like a, well, obviously he's scaring the people, but he's not doing it like intentionally. He's saying it because he wants his father to come home. He wants to meet his father, Yasup, Dad of the Year. Am I right? But then we get Sanji. Sanji, his backstory, I think, of all of them is my favorite, especially the chemistry with the actor that plays Sanji and Zeph. Really, really good. Especially the backstory we know of Sanji living, Sanji and Zeph stranded on the rock. And I feel bad. You can't really do this, but when it's supposed to imply that they're starving, the kid actor they have playing Sanji does a pretty good job. It's just he doesn't get thinner. Like, he's not like bone thin. Obviously they can't do that. They can't starve a child. Obviously they wouldn't. But he kind of keeps his same look. Even though he's been implied that he's been starving for over a few months, right, or something like that. Not starving, but he had very, very little to eat. But then when he finally meets Zeph, and figures out everything with Zeph, and then when Sanji's leaving, Zeph gives him a few words, of goodbye, and then Sanji's like, "Yeah, thank you so much for putting up with all my all that stuff, but I really appreciate you, Zeph. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me." Good stuff there. With all the backstory and everything, I think Sanji and Zeph would be my favorite. And yeah, really good stuff there. And all right, and yeah, so the rating here, okay, the rating, this is rough, because everything, like, all the character stuff is so good. Like, there's just some contrivances and some inconsistencies, not too much spoiler, but of the water, of the seawater, doing certain different amount of damage, which is weird when, like, in some scenes a splash hurts a devil fruit user, and them in a tank, like, no. Stuff like that. Then we got some other things with, I don't really want to spoil it, but somehow has something to do with how the villains find Luffy and his group at the Baratier. If you've seen the anime or the live action, you kind of know what I'm saying. Which I was like, really, like, they really didn't notice that was there. But yeah, again, I don't want to spoil it for you, because if you haven't watched it, I mean, if you like One Piece, I mean, yeah. But again, this is not a substitute for the anime whatsoever. If you're thinking you could watch this and then continue where the live action left off, that's no. I recommend to watch the anime. The anime is going to be, they're two similar paths but different experiences. That's how it is. That's how I'll explain it. You can't just watch the live action and then continue where it left off. No, that will not work. You'll be kind of a bit confused for sure. But yeah, my review for this series, it's okay. The character work is actually really good. I was thinking 5 out of 10, but I'm gonna bump it up to 6 out of 10. Just everything with the characters, the themes of Luffy, just wanting to be free, wanting to help people be free, even though that means, like, physically or mentally from their shackles, he'll help them. Good stuff there, really, really good stuff there, and yeah, but the contrivances, the plot armor, and some some inconsistencies, and some characters acting dumb. Yeah, that drags 4 points off for me. Like, it really does. Like I said, I was gonna give it a 5, but overall, I think the good character work really did carry the series pretty dang well for sure. And yeah, there's some stuff I want to mention, especially around Kobe, but I don't want to. No spoilers. I wanted to, but no. So yeah, if you watch the live action, please let me know what you guys think. And I guess the question is, do you prefer the? No, because it's not fair if I say, would you prefer live action or the anime? Because I prefer the anime, to be honest, but the live action, not that bad. Let me know what your guys' favorite moment in the live action is. Let me know that, because mine is Zeph and Sanji. They're kind of the backstory, but also the part where Sanji's leaving and Zeph, they both say their goodbyes. I don't know why I like that a lot, but I really, really like it. Just their interactions, good stuff there. But yeah, that concludes my review, and I think it's gonna be a short video. So yeah, hopefully I was able to entertain you on, and let me know what you guys think let me know what your favorite part was in this live action, because I'd be very curious to hear what y'all have to say. So yeah, that concludes my review. Take care and have a good one. Later, guys.